Get the field of horsetail. Oh wow, look at that bush as well, covered in sort of, I don't know what's covered in. It's lichen. But it's a bit boggy. It's like a prehistoric landscape. It's a very old plant. We're getting seduced by the beauty. We haven't even got to where we've got to look for things yet. Look at our sheep. We've arrived. There's loads of things. Loads of bottles and things. Let's have a see if there's anything down there. Oh, I can see a cool piece of metal. Loads of bottles. Wow, loads of bottles. Wow. Loads of bits. What's this? Cod liver oil.
I think I see some milk glass. That's a whole one. I can smell the wild garlic. There is a jar. Uh-oh.
What's that one? Is that whole? Oh, yes it is. It's a cutie. Wow. Look, Kate.
Oh, what's that? 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. Oh. It's broken. I might try and fix that.
That is beautiful.
It's got a pontil mark on the bottom.
That is absolutely stunning.
Look at that. I don't know if it's supposed to be clear here. I'm able to show you. Wow.
We're just filming each other.
That is so beautiful.
Loads of things. Oh. Bovril. Big fat Bovril. Screw top though. Put that over there. What are these ones here? Broken. A lot of broken things. Bit of a bike. Put that to the side. I don't know why. There's loads of broken glass in here, but oh what? Still move it to the side. Ah. Brass ring. Paste pots. Water's being muddied now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. jar. Wow, but actually I see something really quite exciting over there. Let's go have a look. Oh no! Oh, it's broken. That's a shame. It's broken on the other side. There's a couple of bits here. Maybe wait for Mum there too. There's a sauce bottle. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of bottles there. That one's too. Okay, we can see loads down there. But it's going to be a trek to get there.
Oh.
But we can do it.
Sauce bottle. Screw top. Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Is that going to be an ink? Tiny little ink bottle. Oh, excellent. I think it's going to be a heavy bottle day.
So many broken pieces. It's so muddy and it's not very fast running stream, so. Pipe bowl would be nice.
Yeah. Tiny, tiny little sauce. Tiny daddy's sauce. Oh, it's a bit, the sun's a bit dappled. Mum, think I might have found something cool. I think. Do you think that's going to be like an animal's head?
Oh. That's a dog.
Oh.
That's a funny.
Oh. What a cutie.
He's lost in a year.
Take him though, empty him out of gunk. Do you have the tool? Oh, is that a paste pot there?
No, broken.
Okay.
Liam. He's gorgeous.
He's really cute. Okay, cool.
Oscar's helping. Oh wow! Wow, that bottle's amazing. It's a poison bottle. That's lovely.
Glass.
Nice, and another big bottle. Oh, it says something on the bottom. Got numbers on the bottom, I think. Is that a handle?
It's old because it doesn't have a rim.
Yeah, I think that's a handle. Nice, I'll come down. Yeah, I found that one. Take this jar out. There's a jar.
I've just been looking at the bottle.
This is a screw top. Is it clear?
Oh, it says it has.
Oh, does it? Oh, no. Just clear. This one. Broken.
Top. Yeah, you haven't looked up here, have you? Haven't looked up
Oh, is that amber? Is it clear? I'll tell. I can't tell if it's amber or just really dirty. Need to get some of the mud out of it. Yeah. Well, I've got a tool. So get it on yourself though. Is it amber? If it's amber, it's really nice. I love an amber thing. Ultimately very useful too. Or is it clear? I think it's clear. It's just so dirty.
Going to be complete. Oh, that's just a big pipe. That's promising and sad.
Yeah, I saw another bit of blue one.
Cobalt blue poison. Nice. That'll be really good for propagating baby plants. What is this one? It's potentially a sherd. Oh, it's a marmalade sherd. Not sure we've ever actually talked about the history of this. Maybe we will. Maybe this will be our sherd.
Milk jar pot. Oh, I think it's still got its lid on it. I wonder if it's still got its contents. I might look at that in a minute. Jar. Oh, good with the sun shining. Tiny, tiny little face pot. That's so cute. I had to take that just because it's so cute.
Cool.
You see the little bottle? Oh, there's another bottle there. I think it's just a pill pot screwed. Oh, there's one in the bank. I have to get my tool back out. Screw top again. There's a metal lid, and you never know if they say something, because we had one once that said a girl's name. Oh, I think it has got writing on the inside, but maybe embossed. Ah, take that and clean it and see.
There's a 20 pence. Under your foot, Mum.
Where?
What, does it say anything? Well, it does.
It does.
What does it say? It says Bingley, Northampton. Wow, okay.
Northampton?
Yeah. Okay. To take that, not got that one.
One in the bank over here.
What did you say?
A pipe pole? Oh my goodness, it's tiny.
It's an old one. Oh,
It's a fairy pipe.
it's a fairy pipe in the woods.
All the bottles we've been finding are like screw tops.
Well, the poison ones weren't.
You've got holly in your hair.
I do.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I've never found one of these except on the Thames.
Yeah.
So I'd accepted I was never going to find another one of these. This is so crudely, you know, that's...
Yeah, that's like 1600s.
Oh my gosh. Makes me think that as we get further down, the smaller the things will get. That's so exciting. That must, I imagine this predates the bottle dump, and this is just a pipe that's been lost to the stream.
This is beautiful.
It's a really lovely one. It's really crude. Can't tell if it's burnt or if it's...
It's just been in the water so long, I
Yeah.
think.
It's amazing.
Bog pipe.
Bog pipe. That sounds like a character from a children's book.
Wine bottle. Show me the pontal again. Look at that deep. Very deep, but it's just a wine bottle. Where's the seam go on it? Has it got a seam? No, it's got a... It's not blobby, or it's not machine made, I think. Not that old.
I ventured just slightly off the path of the stream into the woods because I saw a glint. Beautiful flower spotter with moss growing in it. Ooh. Anything else? Some enamel, broken glass thing.
Well, this week's sherd is a sherd that is seen across all mudlarking videos. It's seen many times. It's everywhere. We haven't actually ever found a complete one.
No,
We're not very good at printed, are we?
really not.
No. We've got like a Frank Cooper one, which is in terrible disrepair. So yes, Keeler's Marmalade. It was named after its creators, James and Janet Keeler, and it's believed to have been the first commercial brand of marmalade in Great Britain. It was made by James Keeler in Dundee, Scotland, later creating James Keeler and Sons, a brand name which became iconic in the 18th and 19th centuries and has been sold several times. There is a legend that in the 18th century, James Keeler, on speculation, bought a Spanish ship's cargo that included Seville oranges. When the ship sought refuge from a raging storm, the ship had started its journey in Seville, but the delay caused by the storm had made the oranges less fresh than they ought to have been. The bargain gave his mother, Janet, the opportunity to manufacture a large quantity of marmalade. She boiled the bitter oranges with sugar, which resulted in the creation of an orange marmalade. The actual story is that Janet Keeler did not invent marmalade. Marmalade existed in Spain and Portugal since at least the 15th century, and a Scottish recipe for orange marmalade appears in Mrs.
McLintock's.
McLintock's.
Mrs. McLintock's.
You say it.
Mrs. McLintock's recipes.
Of 1736. So, she didn't invent marmalade. In the 1760s, Keeler ran a small confectionery shop producing jams in Seagate, Dundee. The main modification to the recipe in 1797 was the addition of thin strips of orange rind, creating peel or chip marmalade. See, I don't like marmalade with rind in it at all.
But that was Janet Keeler's contribution.
That
She
she
invented adding the little strips that are sort of synonymous with marmalade
Yeah,
now.
I don't
Proper
really
marmalade.
like that bit.
Oh, I quite like it. It's a little crunch.
No.
You don't really like marmalade, though.
No, not really.
So I'm not surprised. I do quite like marmalade.
The peel was sought to aid digestion, but the pith and much of the fibre was discarded. The consistency was also changed from its former solid form, akin to quince jelly. I don't know what quince. It's kind of like hard.
It's hard. Yeah, it's the same as like cranberry jelly or mint jelly.
To a spreadable semi-liquid form.
It's delicious.
And only at this point did it begin to be placed on toast, especially morning toast.
Yeah.
James and Janet Keeler were not a couple, but rather son and mother. James Keeler was single at the time that this story takes place. The shipload was probably no more than some boxes, particularly of Seville oranges, which were used medicinally and in a few recipes, but not really a fruit consumed fresh. The name marmalade originates from the Portuguese word for marmelo or quince, the fruit which made up the preserve with thin bits of peel. The Keeler contribution was to add the bits of peel to the marmalade, which are the signature of the Seville orange marmalades to this day.
Yes.
Contrary to local myth, there were a lot of myths about them.
There really were.
The Keelers' main business remained in running a grocery, and marmalade accounted for only 5% of trade in 1833.
Wow.
James Keeler died in 1839, and the business was continued by his widow, so he did get married in the end.
Yes.
Margaret and son Alexander Keeler. In 1840, they moved to a new shop on Castle Street in Dundee, and were also running a small marmalade factory off the High Street. I bet that smelt nice.
Ooh,
I like
that
the smell
would've-
of
that,
marmalade.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
place around it must have smelled delicious.
The first commercial brand of marmalade, along with the world's first marmalade factory, was founded in 1797. In 1828, the company became James Keeler and Son, when James Jr. joined the business. In 1859, the company set up a factory in Guernsey in order to avoid the sugar tax charged on the mainland, and a view to eventually expanding business to the south of England.
Oh.
In 1888, following the abolition of the sugar tax on the British mainland, the company opened a factory in Tay Wharf, Silvertown in London.
That's probably where ours is from.
Yes, probably.
That tiny shed.
Yes. By the late 19th century, the marmalade was shipped as far afield as Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India and China.
Wow.
Only in 1867 did marmalade become the predominantly company product. This also linked to a conscious promotion programme in the British colonies. In the 19th century, expansions were done under the directorships of John Mitchell Keeler. John took over in 1877 on the death of Alexander. In 1876, when the British Trademark Registry Act came into force, Keeler's Dundee Orange Marmalade was one of the first brands to be formally registered. It is believed that James Keeler and Son was also the first to produce Dundee cake.
Wow.
And I quite like Dundee cake. Commercially, and to give it the distinctive name. By the 1920s, after the firm had been acquired by Cross and Blackwell, the company became a producer of a wide range of confectionery, preserves and cakes. There was lots of swapping hands of the company through many different people, companies, but the company ceased to exist in 1992. So that wasn't that long ago,
That
was
really
it?
wasn't that long ago,
No.
One of Janet Keeler's great-great-great-grandsons was Alexander Keeler, the noted archaeologist, and one of her great-great-great-grandsons is the British television presenter Monty Don.
Gardener's World.
Gardener's World. Do you like Monty Don? That's so funny.
Yeah, so that's all that history.
That we've never really spoke about. And
No.
Lots of myths.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I just associate marmalade with Paddington.
Yeah.
Because I think most people do. Paddington is synonymous with marmalade.
Yeah. Weird,
Always
isn't
has
it?
a marmalade sandwich under his hat.
Yeah.
So, there is our shared story on marmalade. Hope you enjoyed. Well, that was our little trip to a new spot that we are going to go back to.
Yeah, it looks very promising.
It does, yes. And we found some things.
I think it goes on further though. Part of it was blocked off, wasn't
was,
it, for
yeah.
felling trees? So there'll be
Just temporarily, so...
yeah. And also when it's summer.
Yes.
When there's no
When there's some more storms.
yeah and no plants.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's more of a winter place to be.
I think so. Yes. But I did find a clay pipe.
I know, which
A
is
fairy
having
pipe.
it sounds almost like we planted it somehow,
Yes.
but honestly, I just said it and then she found it.
Yeah. Crazy. But that happens a lot.
Well, it happened the other day
Yes.
again. Didn't
Oh,
it?
yes, it did.
Yes, it,
That just happened. This just happened. What happened the other day is I manifested it.
I manifested it. I said it, then you found it. Are we talking about a different
We
thing?
might probably thinking about talking about a different thing.
The small round thing?
I was
No.
thinking of a different thing. I was thinking of the thing that I found that I spent the whole day in my head saying I'm going to find one of these. I'm going to find
that
one of
was
these.
another trip. Yeah,
And
no,
then
this
I did
was-
find
I
one.
literally meant this was like
Yes.
on
Okay. Yes.
Sunday.
Yes. Okay. So yes, it's as you tell, it happens a lot. So and we think it might just be we get in our head so much that that's what we want to find. We tune our eyes in to specifically look for that shape.
Yeah.
I mean, this time that's not really the case because it was just there. But quite often, if it's a beach full of stuff, we will sort of subconsciously hone in on the one sort of thing we want to
Or
find and watch
one
the
of us
shape.
will say it and then the other one finds it.
Yes, yes. So yeah, and so I'm going to fix the jug, the pouring jug,
Yeah.
which is very
I've
got a
got to try
beautiful
and clean
handle.
it a little bit more.
Yes. Well, yeah. We have to say a massive thank you, as always, for everyone that likes, comments, and subscribes every week. It means everything. We've got some very exciting films coming up. So if you're interested in that, you can subscribe down below. Thank you, as always, and we will see you soon. Bye!